Hey guys, Rob Giannino with Fly Fishing Journeys here, and I wanted to bring you this special video today because I saw this package come in and I saw who it was from, and I said, oh, let me do a video, an unboxing video, because I have a feeling I know what's in this package. We've been using the Limitless 425s for a couple of years now, and we want to bring you guys great information on products that we actually use, places that we actually go. And when we went up to Almer Lake Lodge in the Northwest Territories a couple years ago, me and my son said we need some nice new reels with good drags for these big lake trout that they have on the surface. So we picked out a couple reels, a couple extra spools each. We have the floating line, the deep, and then the intermediate lines. And so we've been fishing with these reels for a couple years, and we've taken them to Mexico. I've taken them to Iceland for big browns and for salmon. And obviously being here in the Northeast, we chase striper, we go for steelhead, and so very versatile reel. So guys, let's kick out to some video of some of these trips so you can actually see the Limitless 425 in action.
I don't know what we have on here, but it's big. Trout. Wait. Ooh! He's an angry fish. Not very happy. He's not happy. Get him on the cheeky.
As you can see, guys, these reels have done a great job for us. Down in Mexico, Iceland, up in the Northwest Territories, the Limitless 425 in the 7 to 10 weight line. So done really well. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I've always wanted to do an unboxing video. I watch a ton of YouTube videos and everybody's unboxing this and unboxing that, whether it be camera gear or equipment. And I've always wanted to do an unboxing video. So when Cheeky sent us this package, I had a feeling I knew what it was. Let's say, let's do an unboxing video. So let's see what they have sent us. All right. Oh, that's a nice package there from Cheeky. One more package there from Cheeky. Oh, a little heavier package, and that's good. All right, so let's start with this one here. So as you can see, they have a nice packaging, nice box. Ooh, again, another nice neoprene reel cover. Wow. Okay, so this is the Limitless. This is the 375. Basically, the cousin or little brother to the 425. But when we talked to Ted over at Cheeky, they saw what we were doing and all the traveling that we're doing. They said, let's get a 375 in your hand because you guys are doing a ton of smaller stuff too, trout. And what I love about these reels is how clean they are. The drag is sealed, and I think that has a lot to do with that zero startup inertia. Really clean, really easy to change that spool. So this is the Limitless 375, beautiful green and gold color. For some of the trout fishing that we're doing, this is going to be more for the big, heavier stuff, bigger rods, and this is going to be for the trout stuff. So, spare spool here to go along with their big brothers. And what's nice is we'll line these up with floating and intermediate and full sinking line for all the different scenarios that we're going to be fishing in. So. Cheeky 375 for your trout and bass stuff. But I was able to catch up with Ted over at IFTD this past October when we were in Denver. And let's kick it out to the conversation we had with Ted. All right, guys, we're here at IFTD in Denver. I'm here with Ted Upton of Cheeky. I got the Limitless 425. This is my big reel. I use it for a lot of striper, salmon fishing. We've been using it with.
Very diverse reel.
It's a great reel. And first, Ted, before we get into that, I want to ask you, as a reel manufacturer, what makes a good reel? Like, you've got so many different reels on the market.
Yeah.
What makes a good reel?
So for me, it's a combination of things, right? It's a unique combination, for Cheeky at least, of being extremely lightweight, but also durable and strong. And so one of the things you'll notice about all of our reels, we have a lot of negative space, right? Which makes the reel really, really lightweight. And a lot of times reels that are lightweight aren't, they're not durable. They're not, you can't make it in a size like this. It's a 5 1/4 inch reel. And so Cheeky is a really unique combination of lightweight, durable strength. And I think that's what makes a great reel, We also have massive arbors. For me, when I'm out there fishing, if I can suck up a lot of line, if I got a fish charging at me, that's a huge benefit too. The other thing I would say with reels that are typically big and have large arbors, they don't have as much line capacity. And so we have a unique channel here that adds line capacity without compromising on arbor. And I think if you factor all of that in, those are some of the things that make a great reel. But there's a lot of great reels out there, and I think it comes down to like what combination of features are important to you as a manufacturer.
Yep. And so, weight to size distribution.
Yeah, that ratio is really important.
The large arbor.
Yep.
The clean drag.
So obviously, drag is the most important thing. We've always been a drag first company. If the drag's not working, you've got big problems, right? And so the most important thing for us when it comes to drag, strength is big, but I really focus on startup inertia. And what I mean by that, when you crank the drag all the way down, you want to see how slowly can you move this reel without it stopping and starting. And that's a really fun thing. If you're ever at a trade show, go around, crank some reels down, and see how slowly you can move the spool without it stopping and starting. And that stopping and starting is important because that mimics what a fish does. And if you have a light tippet and the reel is jerking, then you're going to break the fish off.
Break it off.
So that's a really, really important thing. All of our reels have extremely great startup inertia.
And I told you before I tell you what I think about the reel, about why I like it, I want to ask you what makes the Limitless 425 and the Cheeky reels great reels, and you actually hit it on the head. I've been fishing this for big fish. I caught a giant Jack Trevally, 10-pound jack down in Mexico on the Limitless 425. And what I love about it, and this is really it takes line when it's supposed to, and it stops when it's supposed to.
Yep, that's it.
And
when
you mentioned it.
Fish like that, they're going to be darting around, and so it's really important to have control of that fish.
And it goes when it's supposed to go, and the drag stops it when it's supposed to. There's that zero startup inertia.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's what I love about it.
And it's tricky to accomplish in a fly reel.
Is that right?
Yeah, it can be really difficult. And sometimes manufacturers will compromise drag strength and give up on something a little on inertia. But I think that startup inertia is fundamentally important.
And that's what I love about it. It's like, I was borrowing a reel in Iceland just because of the line.
Sure.
I needed that different line, and we didn't change. We just gave me the reel. And so I caught this really big salmon. We were watching the video back at night with Ben, and I was feeding line.
Yeah.
And Ben said, well, on the video, why were you feeding line? I said, because I didn't trust the reel. I didn't know the reel. And this is my first Atlantic, and I didn't know it.
Big moment.
And so I told him specifically, if I had my Cheeky on, I wouldn't fed it line.
Well, that's
I would have set the drag and let it go.
We all love to fish, and we're out there, and a lot of us are trying to chase that fish of a lifetime. And if you're not prepared with the right equipment when that happens and something lets you down, that's awful. That's
Right.
problematic. And so, we design products for ourselves. We're fishermen ourselves, and we're out there all the time fishing these reels, and we need something that's going to be reliable,
Yep.
trustworthy.
Yeah.
That's huge. But also, I think, too, at prices that are a little bit more affordable, and that's another thing that makes Cheeky unique. You can certainly go out and spend $800 or $900 on a reel. I don't particularly believe in that, so that's why most of our reels are going to come in under $500. And in fact, some of our reels are even under $100.
Yep. And this is the Limitless 425?
Yes. Yep.
It's 425?
It's 425, yeah.
That makes sense.
It's a 7 to 10 weight reel. So as we mentioned earlier, it's got a lot of versatility. It's going to be your redfish reel, your striped bass reel. If you're going to Alaska to chase big rainbows or salmon, you're going to be using that
Yep.
as well. It's a really versatile reel. If you get a couple spools with it, you can really travel with it all over the world, or use it in your backyard.
Well, you set me up because I wanted to talk about the other spools. The other thing I love about the Limitless is I have those 2 other spools.
Yeah.
And how clean this is inside.
Yeah, super clean design.
Look at that.
My feeling has always been the more complex it is, the more likely something is to go wrong. So we try and keep it really simple.
Yeah, so I have basically 3 reels in one. I have my Limitless 425 with its spool,
Yep.
and I have 2 additional spools
Cool.
for medium, for intermediate,
Yep.
and for sink tip or sinking, whatever you need. And it works out really great, so I love it.
Love it. That's great. We're glad to hear it.
Thanks for being on the show here, and
It's a pleasure.
we'll
Yeah,
get this
thanks for
information
having us.
out. You're welcome. All right, guys, so we're excited to check out the Limitless 375 and get them spooled up. We really love the reel. It's been very functional for us. So you can catch up with Cheeky at a lot of the fly fishing shows or online. Speaking of the fly fishing shows, we're going to be out in Denver this weekend for the first of the 7 fly fishing shows. It's going to be an awesome time at the Denver Mart, and after that, we're coming back here to Boston for the Marlboro show, then off to Edison, New Jersey, then down to Atlanta, up to the Pacific Northwest for the Seattle and Linwood show, down to San Francisco for the Pleasanton show, and then back to the East Coast for the Lancaster show in Pennsylvania. And so hope to catch up with you guys at one of the shows. If you are going to one of the fly fishing shows, please stop by our booth. We'd love to see you. We'll have a booth at all 7 of the shows. We'll be live podcasting as well as doing YouTube videos. So come by the booth, say hello. We'd love to catch up with you. If you like our content, please do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd be honored for you to do that. And we look forward to seeing you on the shows. Peace.